So I want to respectfully invite the Honorable Speaker, because he is paying you courtesy call. He will tell us the reason why he has decided to bring the entire members of the House to strengthen the relationship between the judiciary. So with high sense of humility, I respectfully invite Mr. Speaker to please speak.
Flowing from the relationship in our constitutional responsibilities, it is very auspicious that I make this place one of the earliest point of call, having substantially settled down as the new Speaker of the Edo State House of Assembly, to the glory of God. We have constantly galvanized and smoothened the relationship in order to set tasks and boundaries so that we can bring the greatest joy to the greatest number of people. Since your Lordship held sway in the judiciary in the state, it has witnessed tremendous positive changes, too numerous to mention here. Your habitual integrity, imbued with fearless confidence and ruthless consistency, have reinforced our hope in the judiciary, particularly in Edo State. Therefore, no time will be better than now to renew our partnership in government and with other relevant authorities in our collective drive to foster peace, unity, and progress for the survival of the state. Women have been known to be prodigiously remarkable when in leadership, when in headship of an organization. While a few may have tainted their seemingly divinely given managerial potentials with not very pleasing regards, you have, to the glory of God, kept yourself and Edo State judiciary above such aspersions. Therefore, it is my joy, sir, to salute your effort and continue to wish you most success in all your endeavors. As the Chief Judge of the state, I am aware of the onerous task you have been succeeding in achieving while still ruminating on the understanding of what lies ahead of you. Ours, as you well know, is saddled with no lesser challenges. However, we know you also share in the consolation of the joy of serving humanity in a manner which brings about a better living for our people and a society worthy of our pride. With your uncommon courage, commitment, and sagacity, we are proud to say that your appointment to the top was not misplaced. Right now, there is a new chart of sustainable balance of power and an increasingly good cordial relationship between the three arms of government in Edo State. This is evident against the backdrop of the relative peace and tranquility we currently enjoy across the states. These are to a large extent traceable to your balanced views on issues and your willingness to deliver justice judiciously and fairly. As a society yet to catch up with others, with very well developed laws and judicial system, therefore, we must set our focus on the ball in keeping abreast with the routes others are taking to their desired future. We must not also forget the distinctive peculiarity of our people, culture, and environment in pegging the legislative route to our expected future. Again, in the legislature, we are not coincided enough to plumb ourselves with the full knowledge of all that could be required to make profound legislation without worthy contribution from such revered person as your worthy faith and the judicial institution which you admirably head. Therefore, I humbly request to you to always indulge us with your understanding when you consider us burdening you with our legislative demands. However, we have sworn never to be deterred by the strain of the commitment which could make us embark on any exercise for us to succeed in our constitutional responsibilities. I am hoping that you will see today's visit as one of such embarkations geared towards signifying our interest in lubricating our tools for a better working relationship. I sincerely thank you, sir, for the reception accorded me and my team, and pray that our good God should keep sustaining you with good health and increased wisdom for a higher success. Thank you very much, my Lord.
The Honorable Speaker, I think you are Royal Highness.
Yes.
And I got to read
Yes.
that from your printer. Honorable members of the Edo State House of Assembly and the other management team of that House of Assembly, I want to thank you profusely for finding time to visit the third arm of government, as it were. I want to say in my how many years in the judiciary, I don't think I've had this experience of the House or the Speaker coming as a team or a body to the judiciary. I want to say I consider this in all humility, with all sense of humility, as God's doing, and a sign that Edo State is set for greater heights. I believe in the synergy of all bodies or all arms of government working together for the good of our people. And I must point out that when Mr. Speaker was not represented or was not present at the opening of the legal year, we were worried and wondered what had gone wrong. I immediately asked the Chief Registrar to find out if there is any problem anywhere. I was assured that there was no problem. And this is because I believe that we must work together as a body, as a people, to ensure that government business is run smoothly. I must also commend the House for its maturity, because while we were on vacation, there were some changes in the House, and everyone naturally was worried what the outcome would be. And to our relief and to the glory of God, we can all see that we remain a formidable team working together for the progress of our people. I must commend Mr. Speaker, that shows able leadership, and your coming here today, as far as I'm concerned, is divinely ordained. And I want to thank you for this visit and to assure you that justice, dispensation of justice at all levels by the judiciary is the sole aim of my administration. As I have said at every forum, we will try to stamp out corruption as much as possible in the judiciary. We want to establish a system where the people believe that justice can be seen, not only that justice is done, but can be seen to have been done in every circumstance. I want to assure you, Mr. Speaker, that the mere fact that the other my colleagues are not here shows too, to an extent, that we don't want to give the impression that the judiciary is being subsumed, as it were. They have to be shielded from any political insinuations or any political misgivings. We are here to receive you on their behalf because they must be shielded from anything that may be given a wrong interpretation. We understand why you are here, and as far as I'm concerned, this is a right step in the right direction. I'm proud that at this stage of administration, we're able to get Mr. Speaker to at least understand that we have to work together for the growth of our state, not necessarily that one person is more superior than the other. We defer to your priority as those who make laws that we must interpret, and we must interpret the laws correctly without fear or favor. We are lucky indeed to have a governor who has taken the development of the judiciary as a project. Although we note and we have subtly told him that the independence of the judiciary also involves the financial independence of the judiciary. Well, we don't know how that is going to work out, but at every turn we have impressed that on him, because the three arms of government are supposed to have the financial independence in accordance with the constitutional provisions. Be that as it may, as a big brother at the executive, we also defer to the, because we are not really like contractors, or who cannot put up some projects that they are putting, but we know where the shoe pinch is. Just now, the Court of Appeal is using my court. A panel of the Court of Appeal is using Court 1, which was refurbished after it got burnt. And I had to go to Court 8 to sit the very topmost floor here, about 4 floors up. And I was shocked when I got into that court. I couldn't believe what I saw. I think if this body will even, maybe going to the next court without really moving upstairs, you'll see for yourself what our courts look like. If the High Court can look like that, then we wonder what the magistrates' courts. I went around the various courts except for Honorable Festus Dugele, whose constituency has a new court in EDHA. But most of the courts outside Benin are nothing to write home about. In fact, at Auchi, what I told some of the lawyers there, that you may not wait for the government to do everything for you. The magistrate's court at Auchi, when I got in there, I couldn't believe, though the magistrate was sitting, we could see the sky from inside the court hall. That was Magistrate Court 1. The Speaker's brother is in Magistrate's Court 2. It's in a better court, the former road safety INEC building, which is fairly good. But the main Magistrate's Court is an eyesore. But I talked to the lawyers that instead of leaving the roof leaking like that, they could do some communal help, mobilize people in their area to repair the roof without waiting for government, because before government aid will get that way, you can imagine when that will be. And then there will be many rainy seasons to come. So on that note, I want to welcome you all and to assure you that the judiciary will not deliberately do anything to embarrass the government, but we will do our duties to the law. I believe in upholding the law in all circumstances. Let the heavens fall. Nobody has ever seen the heavens fall before, and it can never fall in any case, because even if the court is wrong or right, there's always the appellate court outside our jurisdictions to correct whatever else. So we must be patient to ensure that we allow the justice system to run out of its course before taking steps. I didn't get a prepared speech, but I hope that with what I have said, thank you so much. Okay. Mr. Speaker, as I said, your visit is a maiden visit and marked. It's not a cash. We don't have cash here. It's this book. Somebody did this on my behalf at my swearing in, and this was the magazine of the judiciary. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Of the magazine for the judiciary.
We are indeed very good.
Thank you.
Thank
I know here might not be comfortable for that, so we'll arrange it out. Yes, this side copy of
So this one, all the people of that state. Okay, I will come in. No.
Yes, sir. Go out. Oh, there's no road through the other side.
No, sorry. The place has been blocked.
Okay, they are blocked.
Yes, sir.
But not here.
No, not here.
What is going on here?
Yes.
Wow. Wow, see a lot of...
Yes, I mean, I want to be... Oh yes, it's about 4. Yes. It's supposed to contain about 8. And the ceremonial court. Yeah, like this thing is CJ was talking about. If we had a ceremonial court,
So just use the ceremonial court.
Yeah. And usually for things like that, we do the ceremonial court.
We encourage the government to do that. Thank you very much.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Remember, this is the first time the arm of government, legislative arm, visiting the judiciary. And this goes to show that the synergy between the 3 arms of government is very costly. And our respect for each other too is sacrosanct. And in making law, we need the judiciary to interpret. And in the course of interpretation, there is need for that synergy. Mr. Speaker's visit today goes to show that the respect we have for the judiciary is very, very important, and I believe the judiciary too knows that that respect is also important to us. And I believe from what we are seeing here, the governor who is the head of the executive arm of government is trying everything possible to ensure that within the three arms of government, all the arms of government are properly taken care of. And to ensure quick dispensation of justice, the judges must underline the word must be comfortable. And in the course of Mr. Governor's statement on the other day, in the course of the anniversary, he said in no distance time, the judges will no longer be writing with their hands. So, and some of those equipment need modern facilities like what you are seeing here. And you can see this building in less than 2 months, we are this almost about 30%. And I'm sure before the end of the year, like the governor said, we will almost be at 100% completion. And we believe that this synergy between the three arms of government is very, very imperative. And as such, the leadership of Mr. Speaker, who knows that too well, and that is why we are here, to also solidarize with our other arm of government, that we are with them at any time, at any place.
Like I said, for democracy to survive, we need strong legislature, strong judiciary, strong executive, strong civil society. The judiciary can only be strong if they operate under a conducive environment. As legislators, we know that the government of Comrade Obaseki is ready to assist the judiciary to operate under a very conducive environment. So our visit today, like he has said, is to further cement that synergy between the three arms of government. So we are encouraged by what we are seeing here, the structure. It's a very solid structure. And by the time they are through, I think Edo State Judiciary will operate under a very best condition, and others will come and copy from Edo State. So we are pleased with what we are seeing. The money we have appropriated is well spent. We'll continue to appropriate well for projects like this. So we are very pleased with what we are saying. We are pleased with the visit, and what we have learned from the visit, we are going to use it to do something for the benefit of all Edo.
The best form of incentive for to have efficient and effective service delivery. We must be able to encourage every arm of government. The executive have proven that is ready to ensure that comfort that is required for efficient and effective service is being provided. With the structure that is in place today, and with all the necessary logistics also being put in place, I think all that is required for efficient services is being provided to the judiciary. And I want to commend the executive governor of the state for putting this structure in place, and also promising to also provide all the necessary gadgets for this kind of edifice. I think it is worthy of emulation, and I want to commend it for that.